recording an experiment today, demonstrating that we can apply the 4 levels of understanding to many different things. So this is an excursion that I took while I'm on my holiday / writing out the pandemic in Michigan. So this is just on my phone. We don't have to have additional microphones. We can add the recordings like this after the fact. So here's what happens. I'm mountain biking today. It's December 2nd and my phone says 3:05. This is Chicago time, but I am in Michigan, so it's 4:05 and the sun is not quite down, but it's hanging in the horizon. I'm looking at the sun, and I was riding through Palmer Woods, that just to the north of my family's house, and the different elements. I think I've described the first level of understanding is descriptions. There's one more description I want to say, which was that the effect of leaves on younger saplings that we don't get in Chicago. It was very colorful this year, and had a prolonged color. But now I am in the woods, and there are old trees and young trees. There's not the landscaping appeal of Chicago. And so the sun hits the leaves so that they're all brown, but there are different shades, and as the sun hits them, some of them go gold and some of them are amber. So it's a reverse canopy. The canopy is no longer there except for some pine trees, conifers. The canopy is down below, and that leaves on the forest floor, and some reason the young trees keep their leaves longer. And so it's really nice when the sun hits those young trees, the saplings. I think that was pretty good. There's a couple editing things that I did in post-production, which we can do, so we don't have to have anything perfect. We can add more recording after. I guess when I'm thinking about the different levels of structured understanding or depth of knowledge, it's not overly complicated, but it is something that distinguishes different thought processes. So the observation in level 1 is a little bit different than the reflection of all the other single items that we can think about in the second level. That was mountain biking in the mountains once. That was a very big mountain in Montana. But this hill, I live in the hills of northern Michigan, and I'm going through trails with all these trees and going up and down little hills. You don't get that many chances to look around. You have to be pretty aware of the trail in front of you. I think there's only a couple rocks, but I hit a stoop, there's only one tree that was cut down, and you kind of go over the roots. So that was the one time that I kind of stepped off of the bicycle. Stump. The word is stump. So you can go back and So we can go back and add words if we forget them in the moment. I'm kind of surprised I remembered the word conifer, but not the word stump. So we can just go back and add those in our post-production.
Those are the only components that you really get to pay attention to. The trees and the trail, and don't running into anything. So the third level, where I could actually compare things, is I'd rather be walking and looking around at the different places. Nice to stop and look. But would like to have walked this trail. Comparing is another thing that we could do in the third level. And I compare it to the time that I was mountain biking before in Montana. It is not as scary. Maybe I'm much older than when I tried it in middle school. But I remember being terrified halfway. And there's some exhilarating moments of mountain biking, but I'm taking it pretty slow.
I think the fourth level is similar to advice, or taking an important idea that has come out of the conversation or the experience that we have had, and reflecting on that and bringing that to future purposes.
So for the last level, I guess I should say that I should have been paying more attention to make things more practical. The going ahead with decisions model level of understanding, I should just pay more attention. I feel good that I pushed myself to do something new. I think that's something practical we can bring forward. But always pay attention. I think I lost my sense of direction. I'm back on a road now. And yeah, I think I'm done for the adventure for the day. All right. Thanks for listening.